Howdy folks, it's Age with the Hunting Gear Guy. This is the Streamlight TLR-6. This specific one is made for the Glock 48 and 43 with no rail, which is kind of interesting. It just grabs onto the trigger guard there. Streamlight makes these things for a bunch of other guns. Generally the idea with this one is that it's very slim. It's very small and it fits well with the gun. But because it's so small, it's got a much smaller light on there. It's got a much smaller button and smaller batteries in there as well. So let's take a closer look at this thing. As you can see, we just have a plain push button on both sides. If you click it, it stays on. And if you hold it, it's momentary and it will let go when you let go. So pretty simple in operation. There's really not a lot to go through with this flashlight. To change batteries, we've got this battery door on the bottom, and we're just gonna, it's kind of hard to get to without a tool. I'm just gonna flick it open there. And out pops two of these CR13N batteries. I think this is the same as what's in the Aimpoint Pro. They look like about the same. So these are decent batteries. Because they're lithium, these will actually work better in the cold compared to a lot of your alkaline batteries. So not bad, but again, you're not getting like a lot of cells in there. These aren't going to last a whole heck of a lot of time, even with a small flashlight like this one. Now to take this flashlight off or put it on a gun, you need to loosen these three Allen keys and unclip this battery door, pull the whole thing off, and put it. It's really meant to do just once. Now when I posted a picture of this to Instagram, someone asked if it fit a Jericho, and that was kind of an interesting question because some of the guns I've got up on the wall there don't have a rail, and this is one of the only flashlights out there that can run without a rail. So I thought I'd try it on some other guns. Look at this. It will fit on a Jericho. It doesn't give you a nice tight grab onto the top rail there, but it will. Let's just grab the other side here. It'll totally fit. It'll totally fit on a Jericho. So if you want a light on there, it's not going to look the best. Like, I don't know, doesn't look great, but it will fit, and it will fit solidly. It does not fit great on this 1911. I think the trigger guard is just a little bit too thin for it to really clamp on there. Well, it fits okay on the Shadow 2. There's going to be movement on there. This isn't going to be great. This one has to be my favorite. It fits so... It looks so good on a Tokarev, well, at least from the side. From the front there, you can see it's not quite hugging the dust cover there, but it is holding on there, and this would be usable on a Tokarev. Now, given that there's no seal between these components, so you just got like electronics and you just kind of pop it on there, I don't think this thing would be that great in inclement weather, but it's not really made to do that either, is it? Let's just get that back on there. Boy, it just goes on there so well. And it fits so securely, and it just looks good. Now on the 43, this would be really cool because it would be like flush with the slide and the barrel on there. On the 48, it's got a little bit of a longer slide, so sticks out a little. The slide and barrel stick out a little bit further than it. But like this is, if you want to go with a light, this is the light to go with for these Glock 43s or 48s. The holsters out there that fit a Glock with a light will be made for the TLR-6, so it is kind of the option. Now, if you have a rail on your gun, obviously you're going to have better options out there in terms of more power, but you might not have more options in terms of more compactness. I mean, this Olight's kind of small. It's kind of compact, and it's got quite a bit more power than that TLR-6, but this thing is like clearly made for this gun. It's clearly got the same lines. It'll work in a holster that is made for the Glock 48 or 43 with the TLR-6. So in terms of a light that goes on a gun like this, it's really the only option out there and therefore the best. Thanks for watching.